Hey guys, how you guys doing? Hi Native, hi Lil Z. Thank you for the 6 months. I sorry for the late start. I was supposed to start at 7, but I kind of been like I don't know what to do today. Like I know it's like my anniversary for like affiliate shit. It's also technically my 1,000 follower anniversary too, because I hit affiliate the day I hit 1,000 followers, which is funny. Because like you'd think you'd get it earlier. And I was like, a joke for me is like, I'm gonna hit 1,000 followers before I hit affiliate. And it happened the same time. Hi, Brian. Also, guys, I'm gonna turn my cam on. Hopefully, I have it positioned correctly. Don't judge the outfit I'm wearing. I'm apparently promoting the West Virginia laundry. But, uh, let me get this cam ready. Something did come in, and it's for the sponsor. My Cook Unity came in today. Hi, Leon. Congratulations. Thank you. Where did I put my cam? I keep losing where I put stuff. Also, my leg really hurts. Oh yeah, let me pull this up. Get y'all's attention. Happy anniversary, thank you. Alright, let's make sure. Alright, that's good. Oh fuck, I'm gonna drop my phone. Hi guys! Alrighty. Hello! The Subway Surfers footage. You like it? Here are my hands. We're only doing a hand cam a little bit. Because, okay, I've been saving off my food. Because I've had this sitting here. Look at that. It's Cook Unity. This one is, let me get this out. I don't know if you can even read it. Well, spinach ricotta stuffed shells. I think I can actually do that. Actually, let me. Is this big enough? Is this big enough? Is this big enough for you? But yeah, the Cook Unity came in. And that's my dinner that I've yet to eat, and it's just sitting there. It might be a little cold. But this has it is the spinach ricotta stuffed shells. And for okay, with my code, you can get a plan for 4 meals for like $30 plus tax, which is pretty good. And we're gonna have live eating because I haven't eaten since breakfast. Ooh, look at that. I just lost the shell. Of course I did. That's pretty good. You're getting live food review. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. It also helps because, like, honestly, I don't cook a lot because I don't have motivation, so having pre-made meals is pretty good. Those four would probably just be one for me, really. Yeah, I like having prep meals. They're pretty fun. And it's pretty good. So yeah. It also helps my channel out if you sub. Hee. Doesn't look like a lot. Well, it's supposed to be a healthy portion. The non-American portions. You know. You know how it is. Why would I want a healthy portion? Because it's healthy. It's good for you. Also, I would like to clarify, I know I'm wearing a West Virginia lottery shirt. I do not condone real life gambling. It's just a very comfortable shirt. I feel like I should clarify that. I was just given a bunch of the West Virginia lottery shirts for free. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear them for like cozy shit. I actually wear these shirts a lot because like the West Virginia Galati gets a lot of promotion out of me. Because I wear these shirts a lot. Seeing gambling shirt makes me want to gamble and Trashy Sage is liable. No, no sass, we're not gambling. Gambling is bad. Actually, I say I don't condone it, but I do buy a lot of scratch-offs. Yeah, and it's free shirts. Who wouldn't wear as a sleep shirt? I was thinking about getting dressed up for like the hand cam, but then I was like, you know what? I really don't give a shit. Because what you're seeing is just this. It's only bad if you lose, exactly. Trashy said we should gamble. No. I also say I don't condone gambling, but whenever there's a scratch off in the games, I get like completely addicted to it. Like anytime there's a gambling system in games, I have to start doing it. Because I remember Cats and Cubs, I spent a good bit just playing the scratch offs in the game. Oh, and fucking web fishing. Oh, I was in the trenches. I was going crazy there. Y'all remember web fishing? Do people still play web fishing? It kind of fell off, didn't it? Hype train, holy shit! What the fuck? Hello? Thank you for the 5 gifted! Holy shit! I got the hype train message before I got the gifted message. I was so scared. I was like, what? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Lolzy. Thank you! I never played it. Web fishing is really fun, though. That's because I like cozy games. I might play a cozy game in a bit. Hey, happy affiliate day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you like looking at my phone stand? You like seeing how much space I have for my hands? This is why you have an L-shaped desk, so you can just like do that. I actually downloaded the demo. I can play that. Scritchy Scratchy, I have the demo downloaded. I could play it. I could do that today. We'll see. Actually, do I have it downloaded? I could be lying. I do have it downloaded! Sorry, I have to fact check myself. You never know. You really are a true gambler. Yeah. I were a gambler drip in a gambling game. Some L-shaped desk. L-shaped desks are so good. I love my L-shaped desk. It's so nice. You like it when you hear my chair sometimes? It's really fun. Dun, 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 dun. My leg hurts so much. Drawing tablet on it. I feel that where it's like I love my L shape, but sometimes I feel like my drawing tab, which is like over here, which is what I keep my OBS in. So whenever I'm like looking over to the side, like you can see my character looking to the side. That's what I'm looking at, my drawing tablet. I use my drawing tablet as a second monitor. I need to find my pin. I could do some art streams eventually. But actually find my pin. My pin is at my parents' house somewhere. I don't know where it went. I doubt it'll ever be seen. I'll probably have to buy a new one. But we'll see. Oh yeah, I got my shelf and I set it up. I really like my shelf. Sasha's on it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just have to buy a new one because it's still at my parents' house. Because unless I go back, I am not finding it myself. And I doubt my parents will find it. But yeah, I don't know where my pin is, so we're not drawing anytime soon, but I would love to do some art streams. Bonk bonk. Bork, oh, bork bork! I can't read. Hi, Haunted! How you doing? Yeah, I'll probably put on my phone if I, like, can't get it. I know they're cheap. But, like, honestly, my phone is more of just a wish list, like, either I'll fund it or somebody else will. That's how I use it. I'm like, I'm saving this for later. Happy anniversary. Thank you. How are you? Cook Unity. It is stuffed shells. Sorry, give me a sec. It's a mill box prepped by the my sponsor, Cook Unity. Yeah, stuffed shells with ricotta and or ricotta, however you say it. And spinach. It's pretty good. I got 40 others. I got the 4-plan mill box. Which actually came in a bag, like a designed bag, which was kind of cool. Because I get why it's a hot cold bag. You need to keep it fleshy sage. Uh-oh. It's a flesh sage. But yeah, it came with a box, like a bag. So now we have a hot cold bag. Let's open the hype chest. What did we get? We got button mash. The best emote for us to get. Thank you, Anus. It's my technique, button mashing. I do it a lot. Oh yeah, there it is. But my other boxes, I got the Korean barbecue. Or like something like that. Show us the mouse pad. It's just Hasune Miku. Not in games? What do you mean not in games? But I'll show you. I'm waiting for my Drew mouse pads to come in. It's just a Hatsune Miku. It's kind of dirty and low-key. But it will be replaced when the Drew mouse pads come in. What the shirt say? West Virginia gambling. Wholesome Miku mousepad is going to be replaced with Gunnar Drew mousepad. With feet. It still hasn't arrived. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff coming. Someone bought me all of Drew's merch, so it might take a bit to come in for me. Mousepad will get dirty fast. What do you mean by that? Gonna have stains by the next hour. Nah. Oh yeah, I'm getting free mouse pads. So I'll have it like in the back burner. I'll got a titty mouse bag, a foot mouse pad without socks, and a foot mouse pad with socks. So, you know, I got some to replace, you know, wash them out every now and then. What do you mean it's gonna have stains in it? Why would I stain it? The only stains I get is like Coca-Cola and like food. Speaking of Drew, we got the shaker cup, which is still in stock with waifu wares. If you want to get a Drew cup, I'm promoting my roommate. If you want this cup, it's still in stock. This is her Valentine's cup. It's supposed to have protein shakes, but I use it for Coca-Cola. It does look very poggers. Are the socks dirty at least? I don't... Technically, because they're on her, once you wear a clothing, it's technically dirty. I'll have to look at the artwork. I don't know if it's dirty. I don't know if I'd be able to show the full mouse pad. The feet one specifically on stream if I do hand cams, though. Do the socks smell? Well, the socks that we sold did smell, so... Sniffa, yeah. I do wonder, did this guy who ever bought the Drew X Sage socks ever, like, post theirs? I remember it was, like, over 200 for the, Drew X Sage. It's not against TOS, really? Sage, I couldn't join VC this in time. What do you mean? I worry what happened to those socks. We'll never know what happened. Huh. That's cool. Well, I feel like I'd be the one to get in trouble. Like, I got some pretty shit luck. They became crunchy. There's a high chance they probably did become a cum sock. But I'm like, okay, if that did, that'd be like bacteria and shit. Fuck. Like, you're just asking to get a disease. Because I did a lot of things in those socks. I walked through the outdoors in those socks. The socks can stand up on their own. Yeah. They probably will. Yeah, we're also live on Twitter, too. I refuse to call it X. They mutated. Yeah, probably. They are the next Venom. Imagine if a sock got, like, a Venom symbiote. Socks through fungus? That has happened before in some cases. Because toenail fungus is a thing, I can imagine. Have mushroom babies? Ew. I don't want to have mushrooms, baby people. That's gross. They probably smell bad. The fungus among us. Among Us. Ew! Yo, I saw this, like, you know those, like, videos where, I forget the name of the channel, where they do, like, this 3D animation where it's like, did you know that if you did this, it was basically saying that you could technically grow and cultivate, like, mushrooms on your feet and technically eat them. And they went through, like, this whole entire process of how to do it. Yeah, I was asking Drew if we could do that one day. But also, if you actually did that, it would probably make it so you have to amputate your feet off. Because it would just be dead. Sage, you're gross. I love you. I'm not gross. I'm normal. Trust. I only do the normalest of things. Yeah, I saw the. Yeah, I'm not crazy. But yeah, I saw that video. But yeah, like, thinking about it, I was like, your feet would be dead. Is it cold on your end? Yeah, it is. Because, like, with our house, or, like, apartment, heating is weird. Drew keeps it, like, super fucking hot. And if I turn my air conditioning off, it becomes super fucking hot and also stuffy. But if I turn it on, it gets super fucking cold. And I'd rather be cold because at least I can cover up. Drew is weird. She keeps it fucking hot here. She gets cold easily. Is it snowing? I actually don't know. I haven't been outside. I probably should look into, like, getting a heater. It'd probably be, like, a good idea. Maybe. Also, a new Hell House movie came out. The Hell House Lineage. I got 2 for $20, $25. Hell yeah. I'm excited. Did you ever get caught up on the Hell House movies with me? Because I know you watched the first 2. I think you watched the third. I don't know if you watched the fourth one. Nice phone stand, by the way. Thank you. It's like the VTuber fails, like, phone stand. First two only? Okay, so you haven't seen the third one. Okay. I was thinking about that one as well as we all watched that on one stream. Yeah! Yeah, Drew is a very interesting person. I've learned to adapt to living with Drew. You know? She likes things a certain way. Can't be helped. Just the way it is. You're the man of the relationship. Drucifer. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like hot as hell. It's kind of sad you shaved. Hey, man. It gotta happen eventually. Gotta refresh it, you know? Also, the Spotify, like, rap came out, and I'm, like, kind of devastated for one song that ended up in my top 100. Like, I knew it was gonna end up in it. but it sucks. Fucking Feel It by David. Like that song from Invincible. I'm devastated it ended up in my top 5 or top 100. Ugh, yeah, it's ugh. Yeah, I was like going through because like I did that thing where it's like, hey, I'll give you a number. You should buy them next time. What do you mean by that? Buy my pubic hair? Please don't. We're not selling that. I don't think that's legal. But what was I saying? Hope your day has been well. It has been pretty good. Kind of a slow day and, you know, not really much happening. But it's been well. Hope your day has been well too, Hope Royal Joker. You're dead. Please don't ship me clown shoes. Yeah, it is crazy. There's like he's like the most suspicious person too. But yeah, I saw that. Like Feel It is such a good song. I love Invincible. I love Feel It, but seeing that nowadays is like, ugh. Why you gotta be in my top 500 or 100? Also, I got another song that was in my top 100. That sucks too. Actually, two songs. No, I could pull it up. Because we'll probably, like, watch some videos and, you know, do some stuff on the internet. You know. The average shit. Post if you do? What do you mean? Yeah, you want to make an art piece with my... Ugh. Gross. You're gross. Stop that. Get help. Please get help. Oh, we're getting a little lag. Just a single art piece of your toenail. Just a oh, the one without a toenail? That would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? There we go. You guys get to keep your Subway Surfers. I know you guys like that. But let me pull this up. Yeah, my Spotify top, like, 100. Fuck, the Subway Surfers isn't showing. There we go. And my hand cam! There we go. We'll make it smaller. You know. Yeah, we got the top. What does she sells for millions? He has Suji haircut. Whoa. Yeah, it is very creative, but like, you should be in jail. Probably. Only slightly. Like, honestly, it starts off good. Like, there's some, like, okay, why is this here? Like, we got fucking Lego Ninjago. The Weekend Whip as my number 6 most played song. Ruining you for my crush. No! I'm joking. But you still should be in jail. In a loving way, you know? No, 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 no. Couple of hours. Well, jail is not really that bad because you're just being holed in contempt. Prison is where it gets bad. Because that means you've been convicted. Yeah, it starts off kind of bass, kind of good. We got a lot of Rain. I actually didn't know I listened to that much Rain Paris. Which, if you don't know Rain Paris, she's a cover artist who, you know, just sings other songs. But she does it in like a rock style, like emo rock. And I fuck with it so heavy. It's so good. Elix, I love Elit. Gotta fucking. You could see I was getting into Uma Musume this year. I mean, I've always been Uma Musume, but it kind of hit her a little harder. Okay, we got another song that's probably shouldn't be here. We got Thick of It by KSI. I didn't know I listened to that a lot. Don't dumpster dive my chat. What's your favorite horse? Manhattan Cafe. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. Okay, maybe I do actually listen to it a lot. We got Meet the Grams. That's kind of cool enough. I like Twin Turbo. She's cute. Oh, this is how the story goes. Oh. This is an interesting song to end up in my top 100. Literal embodiment of Gus. She is. Gag him, fuck him. Fly him out and fuck him. I like called that great British pound. Discord, I'm howling. Yeah, we got some VTuber songs. Dead World is a great song from the Hollow Stars company. Got some AKB48. Love them. Fucking Hoshino Marin. Yeah, we got David here, and I fucking ruined it. Like, I could get away with, you know, KSI. Because it's fucking funny. But David is like... Oh, and that's where another one. We got Kanye West. He did sadly end up in my top 100. Oh, if you know this song. Verbal Ace, yeah. Yeah, my top 100. There's some, you know, some side eyes like... This like, what are you doing here? It was almost perfect. Almost. But let's look at the rap in general. Scenario scares me. Is it really? Can I look at the rap in... on the app, or like on the webpage? Why is recommended me hat? Oh yeah, I do listen to Poison. I'm surprised Poison didn't end up in my... Like, I've never watched Hazbin Hotel or anything related to it. But Poison goes hard. Yeah, can I look at the Spotify Wrap fully on the web or browser? I have not listened to the Joe Sonson version. The idea that kind of scares me. Low-key. Also, I have a premium twile, so I can watch YouTube and not dox myself. So that's kind of cool.
Another bubble up and cash in. Another lover underneath those flashing lights. Another one of those ruthless nights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should have guessed that this would happen. I should have known it when I looked in your red hot eyes. Spewing all your breath. Feeling I can't help it. Poison yourself. Cause I know you're poison. You're feeding me poison. Addicted to this feeling.
I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made your poison. Does Loki go hard? Wait a minute.
I see dead people. Look that on that beat, go.
Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rat nigga, he a freak though. Man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all in the.
That goes hard. That goes way too hard. That's like what happens in my brain, low key. Hassan needs our help. Uh-oh. You like my YouTube recommended? You can kind of see what type of videos I watch. I do like watching body cam. I was actually watching one before stream, or more of like letting it play in the background and dissociate. And honestly, I was planning on like probably watching some body cam videos and some other shit. Murder mysteries go hard too. The horrifying bluey infection AU? Oh my god, Vapely. I remember Vapely. That was so hard. Infection AUs? Infection AUs are so funny. Oh my god, it's a Slender Man arrest. What's the Family Guy's new Christmas special? Hit or miss? Yeah, you can kind of see what the fuck I like watching. I have a very particular taste. I fave our wellness checks. I like I like the evil, like, it's like, I got away with murder, they can't tell. We found the weapon. We know you did it. And they're like, nuh-uh. It's really funny. Transgender man. Interrogations are funny. Sometimes. Can't help but swallow up your poison. You're feeling poison. Na 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 na. Can't help but swallow. Any way you want it, baby. That's the way I like it. I'll be yours. No Radiohead? If I tell you I can't name a Radiohead song on the top of my head, would you hate me? I'm fake emo. I'm not even a chud, I'm an incel. But is it voluntary or like, you know, you gotta be incel? Know the song? Oh. I'm a creep. Oh, yeah! That is Radiohead, right? Creep. I don't remember a lot. I'm kind of stupid, but I think you guys already know that. Oh, my leg. Why it gotta hurt so much? Let's see. Yeah, no one fucked about Carrot. Sarah sucked. We hated Sarah. Yeah, I'm stupid. I am stupid. I'm the stupidest stupid. At least I don't shoplift on stream. That was fucking crazy. You know I'm poison. Same here, Captain. Yeah. Oh, wait. I want... Okay. Let's watch a video. I remember this video a while back. Let's watch this. Because I found this interesting. The Byford dolphin accident. I also like watching these type of videos where it just talks about, like, gruesome deaths. Like, ways people have died. What if Sage and Drew imploded? That'd be kind of hot.
I have held off on making that joke this entire video. Imagine you're a deep sea welder. It's 4 a.m., you're sleeping peacefully in your bunk when you're suddenly woken up by a ringing telephone. You answer it in a daze, and it's your boss screaming at you to come to the deck immediately and bring a blowtorch. Some kind of problem with the decompression chamber. So you rush out of the room, grab your acetylene torch, and head to the deck, where you find crew members rushing around panicked everywhere. You look off to one side and you see a crew member named Billy laid out on the deck, motionless. He's flanked by 2 personnel doing CPR, and in the other direction you see another crew member named Martin. He's writhing on the ground in agony as a medic tightens.
I like learning things.
But before you can figure out what happened to them, you hear the sound of your boss screaming at you from the side of the decompression chamber. A hatch needs to be cut open immediately. So you run over there, your heart pounding in your chest, and you realize as you get closer that there's a giant smudge around the hatch. In fact, it's blood. Lots of blood. Your foot slips as you're running, and you look back to see that you stepped on something that kind of looks like a slab of bacon. In fact, you have to slow down because your feet are sliding everywhere. The whole surface seems to be covered in some kind of grease and other stuff. Finally, you reach the stuck hatch and you light the torch to cut it open, but as you turn to the hatch,
I don't know if this is hot. I will say that.
Slightly open, maybe a 5-inch crack in the door. And you glance inside the crack as you start to cut, and you lay eyes on one of the most horrific workplace accidents of all time. An event so disturbing people will still be talking about it 40 years later. That oil rig was the Byford Dolphin. They say when you go in
What's
the
she
ocean,
munching
you
on?
re-enter the food
Our
chain.
sponsor.
It's a foreign environment, one we're not adapted to or designed for.
Every time you say
and what's
ask what I'm
more
eating,
true the
I'm
further
just gonna
down you
say
go
my
is
sponsor.
The weight of the water puts crushing pressure on the body. But sometimes we gotta go down there. Our modern world is a surprisingly extensive undersea infrastructure. From offshore gas drilling to windmills to oil pipelines, undersea cables, there's a lot of stuff.
The ocean is
at the bottom
fucking
of the sea that we
terrifying,
all rely
bro.
on. And all of that needs to be maintained. In fact, it's especially vulnerable to the elements because it's in the ocean. But that maintenance has to be done by people. People who take on a special risk by going down there. Think about how hard this job is.
I would
You're
hate to
doing
have this
construction
job. Like,
work,
I would
like
fucking have a
welding,
panic attack.
bolting,
I mean, I
cutting,
couldn't
the
even
kind of
have
stuff that'd
that
be a
job. I
tough
can't
job
swim.
on land, but you're doing it in the water in basically a spacesuit at depths too low for the sun to reach, so you're in total darkness. You're dragging massive cables along behind you the entire time, and the seafloor is constantly swirling dirt and mud around you, so visibility is less than zero sometimes. But on top of all of that, maybe the craziest
You
thing
have
about
to
this
get paid
job is
well
that
to do this,
you
don't
have
you?
to live in a tiny chamber for 28 days while you're doing all that. It's a process known as saturation diving. So you've all heard of the bends, right? It's that condition that divers can get if they ascend too quickly. Well, imagine if instead of going down 20 or 30 feet, you're going down 600 feet or even 2,000 feet. Like, how long would it take to decompress every time you came to the surface? Actually, you don't have to guess. I can tell you. It's a day for every 100 feet of depth. So, yeah, it's 600 feet. You'd need 6 days to compress and decompress, according to the internet, anyway. So you can think of it like a bottle of soda, right? So CO2 is added at high pressure, and it causes that to saturate into the water. Just like being underwater at high pressure causes gases to saturate into your blood. It's the same idea. But if you just release the pressure, then all those gases would come out of your blood. Bubbles would just form in your blood vessels. It would not be good. The trick is to turn the cap slowly, like really slowly, slow enough that bubbles just kind of don't form. The gas just sort of easily comes out of the solution. So if you're working down at the bottom of the ocean under those extreme pressures and you've got to go through a long decompression process every single time you come to the surface, a long and dangerous decompression process for that matter, that's a lot of wasted time and a lot of extra risk you're taking on. Unless you just stay pressurized. That's why saturation divers have to live in these tiny decompression chambers for weeks at a time, often up to 28 days. The way it's usually
I
done
would
is there's
hate
a pressure
that.
chamber on the surface vessel that the crew lives in for, again, up to about
Like, I would
28
not be
days.
able to
They
do
take
that. That would be
turns working
fucking
8-hour shifts
awful.
down at the sea floor, which they ride down to in a diving bell, kind of like an underwater
Like, this is just
elevator.
terrifying in and of itself. Like, you're relying on this little box to, like, keep you
Pressurized living
safe.
quarters, and then do what they call a TUD, or a transfer under pressure, into the living quarters. Once that's sealed, the crew can then detach the diving bell for servicing. Although in some cases they do just kind of stay at the bottom of the ocean in a deep sea habitat. Okay, so just to put this pressure in perspective, think about how your ears pop when you're ascending or descending on a plane. So they pressurize planes to be at about the same as 8,000 feet of elevation. That's about 0.74 atmospheres. So that difference that you're feeling is between 1 atmosphere and 0.74 atmosphere. It's literally a quarter of an atmosphere difference. Saturation divers go from 1 atmosphere up to 19 atmospheres.
Oh,
Some even higher
fuck.
than that. The deepest saturation dive was done in 1992 by a company that was kind of researching the limits of this. They sent a diver to 2,300 feet of depth. That equaled 71.1 atmospheres of pressure. This is still the deepest saturation dive of all time and the most pressure any human being has ever experienced. Oh, by the way, the air that they breathe in those tanks, it's not just oxygen, it's actually what they call trimix. It's a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, and helium. Helium because it's inert, so it doesn't
Why do you
react to
think it'd be
anything.
fun,
And it's
though?
also very low density, which makes it easier to breathe under pressure. But being that it's helium, it does have the expected side effects of breathing helium. That, combined with the fact that sound just kind of works differently under higher pressures, means that these people, some of the most badass construction workers on the planet, people doing construction work on the bottom of the ocean, are talking back and forth to each other, sounding like this. Anyway, I hope that gave you a smile because
That
the rest of
does.
this video is horrifying. The Byford
Because
Dolphin was drilling
that
in a
really
gas
is
field in the
fucking
North Sea on
hilarious.
November
Because, like,
5th,
you are doing
1983.
probably
There
the
were
most
4 divers
terrifying
total,
work
including
to ever
two British divers,
exist.
Edwin
You're
Arthur
talking
Coward
like this.
and Roy P. Lucas, and
Hi.
2 Norwegian divers, Bjorn Bergeson, and Truls Hillevik. The depth they were diving required that they be pressurized
Small
in
price
9
to play.
atmospheres, and they worked in shifts, with the British crew going down together while the Norwegians rested, and then vice versa. In the early morning hours of November 5th, Coward and Lucas were resting in their sleeping chamber, which in diagrams is Chamber 2. Bergeson and Hillevik had just come back up to the decompression chamber after finishing their 8-hour shift, which actually ran a few hours over. Once at the surface, they docked the diving bell to the decompression chamber with the help of 2 dive tenders, William Crammond and Martin Saunders. The way it works is that they dock to a trunk that kind of sticks out from the pressure chamber. It's kind of like an airlock in space terms, but once that connection is sealed, the trunk is then pressurized to 9 atmospheres. Then the crew can crawl across the tunnel. This is that transfer under pressure that I was talking about. They open the hatch to get into the pressure chamber, climb in, reseal the hatch, and then the dive tenders depressurize the trunk and detach the diving bell. Now, this was something that they did all the time, day after day, but on this particular day,
They fucked up.
something went wrong. What exactly happened has never been fully understood, though one of the crew did get the brunt of the blame, possibly unfairly. I'll get to that in a minute. Some say it may have been a communication issue because of the stormy conditions that day, but basically what happened is this. Bergeson had entered the chamber first and stood on the opposite side of the chamber while Hillevik was in the process of closing the hatch. But just before the hatch was fully closed, one of the dive tenders opened the clamp to free the tunnel from the diving bell. Again, we don't know if it was a communication issue or a mistake brought about by tiredness and fatigue, but when that clamp was loosened, the pressure shot out of that chamber. Just in case you're wondering how powerful 9 atmospheres of pressure can be, the diving bell weighed 80,000 pounds.
Holy shit, that is a
It sent
lot.
it flying across the platform. That diving bell smashed into Crammond and Saunders with the force of a semi-truck at full speed. Crammond held on long enough for the helicopter to rescue him and pick him up, but he died on the way to the hospital. Saunders managed to survive but suffered multiple extensive injuries, including a broken back and a broken neck. He was actually the only survivor of the Byford Dolphin incident, because the 4 guys inside the chambers, well, this is where things get really grisly. I would give you a content warning and ask you to skip ahead, but let's be honest, if you clicked on this video, this is the part that you came here for.
Yeah.
Freaks.
Gonna send my
Howard, Lucas,
application
and
for this.
Bergeson
Are you
just
sure? Do they
dropped
still
dead.
do the saturation diving
Actually,
bells?
Bergeson dropped dead because he was standing when it happened. Coward and Lucas were actually in their beds, probably asleep.
Let's see. Do they still do saturation diving? Okay, it is still done. You would be working for the oil industry, which would be fucking rough. But there is a risk. Okay, you have a risk of being replaced. Okay.
So they just
Did worse jobs?
died.
Well,
That's what it looked like from the outside, anyway. They just stopped breathing and maybe got a little puffy because instantaneously nitrogen and other gases just surged out of their blood and tissues like a Mentos and Diet Coke. Their blood literally boiled inside of them. In less than a second, there were bubbles filling every inch of their bodies. Blood circulation obviously was impossible, and their bodies just stopped functioning.
what I miss, I came back. Welcome back.
Like,
We're watching
if you
the
watch-
most horrific workplace accident to ever happen. It's the Byford, it's not Byford, fuck. The Byford Dolphin incident. We're learning about the horrors of saturation diving in the oil industry.
Trying to imagine what that would be like. You might think it would be like suffocating because no blood can get to your brain. Like you might have a brief moment of panic.
We've
as you
mainly just
become
been
conscious
yapping
of what's
and hanging
happening,
out,
but Here's
guys.
the thing.
But welcome
Their
back,
brains
content.
were boiling too. So they weren't aware of anything. It was just over. The autopsy report talked about how this degassing of their blood also kind of solidified
there
lipids
is
and
no
fats in their
quicksand.
bodies. And they explain it like this. Quote, in the cardiac chambers and the great vessels around the heart, both arteries and veins, large amounts of free fats were found. This fat was mixed with gas bubbles and looked like sizzling butter in a frying pan. That's horrible. But as horrible as that sounds, It's what happened to the fourth diver that's made the Byford Dolphin incident so memorable. Yeah, as I was saying before, Hillevik was in the process of closing the hatch when this decompression happened. The hatch itself is 60 centimeters, or about 2 feet in diameter, but it was most of the way closed when it happened, leaving about a 5-inch gap. A 5-inch gap that Hillevik was standing right in front of. So remember how I was saying that the force was strong enough to throw an
Hazel, because it's
80,000-pound
terrifying and
steel diving
dangerous.
bow like
Yeah.
it's a rag doll? Well,
Like, you
there
have
was
to
that
be
much
willing to
force.
die to do this
Then there
job.
was Hillevik.
Hi,
Then there was
Kenji,
a 5-inch
thank
gap.
you!
It literally fired him out of the decompression chamber like a cannon. And he didn't go through smoothly either. To get much more grotesque, his body basically was pushed up against that gap in the door, which was right in front of his abdomen. And the pressure then pushed through his body, sending his abdominal organs flying through the hole. And then the rest of his body
It's been pretty
folded
good.
in half backwards and just got shredded through there. Only
So
everything I
kinda
just said
like-
happened in a span of microseconds.
So, like, the best way to describe it, you guys have spoilers right quickly for Final Destination Bloodlines. That scene, but happens in like 1 second. We're watching the most horrific workplace accident.
From an outside perspective, there was just an explosion of body parts that covered the deck of the platform. One body part that they couldn't even figure out what it was found 10 feet above the decompression chamber. It took 4 body bags to collect all of his remains, and the investigators still didn't think they got all of it. Now, you might be noticing that I'm not using any actual pictures of the event in this video, and no, I'm not, for all the obvious reasons, but I did use the autopsy report as a source. It is linked below. It's just as brutal as you think, so it is not for the squeamish.
Yeah,
No,
I will
it
not be
literally
looking
just
it up today,
it
too.
literally flayed him apart. And because of the way his body folded, it kind of defleshed him. So, yeah, there were like large chunks of skin laying around, including his face. It literally just ripped his face clean
So you
off.
don't care if
So,
it happens?
It's
Alright.
easy to see why this accident has sort of imprinted itself on our
I mean, the lucky thing for these people is with this death, while it is very horrific, it was instant. And I think that's the best thing about this, is it was instant. So they didn't suffer. But it's still horrific.
collective psyches. It's gory, it's sensational.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know, man. It's just it just hits that existential dread place for me, you know, like the idea that 1 second you're there and then 1 second you're everywhere.
Oh!
Like, we don't think of our bodies as something that can just like instantly disintegrate like that. Like
Yeah,
you
it
even
is
have
something you
time to
don't
know
think
that something
about a
had gone
lot.
wrong? Or
I
was
mean,
it
I
just-
think about it a lot, because, like, I'm fucking weird like that. I watch videos on death, and if I think about death quite regularly. Yeah, their families do receive a major payday. But that's, like, horrifying to find. Like, imagine one of your loved ones, they can't even recover all the body parts of your loved one because he fucking exploded on an oil rig. Not only exploded, he just spewed. Like, that would be horrifying to find out. Like, you can't even, like, you can't even do, like, a proper burial. You would have to do, like, some sort of ashes. I think I do know Ask Mortician. I seem watching this a lot easier, yeah. It's more comforting. But yeah, it's just, like, that'd be horrifying to find out. Like, if I found out, like, one of my family members, like, you couldn't recover all their body parts, I'd be fucking devastated. It ain't my problem. Yeah, that is true. It ain't your problem anymore. But when I think about, like, death, I like thinking about how it would affect my family. We like stuff about death. I'll look into it. But yeah, that's honestly the most horrific thing about is, like, they never, actually, they don't know. Probably never. They don't know if they got all of his body. Like, the other guys, they can kind of guarantee they got all of it. But for him, they can't guarantee it. And it sucks.
lights out. I don't know. Some people might say that's the best way to go, just immediate nothingness. But for me,
Yeah, that fucking
I
scares
don't like-
me. I get what he's saying. It's like, I constantly think about it like that. Like, I could die right now. Like, my body could just decide to just stop. Like, death is something that just happens. And people don't think about that a lot. And I think that's kind of crazy where it's like, it really just, you never know when you're gonna die. You never know what's gonna happen. Which is kind of why the whole YOLO thing happened. Is you don't know how much time you have on this earth. Which kind of makes me more depressed because I'm like, I'm wasting my time on this earth. But it's really scary to think about, like, I could die in the next few days. And, like, it suck. There's nothing you can do about it.
thinking about this.
Sorry for pausing so
Somebody
much.
paid for this, right? Well, I mentioned earlier that
I don't
one of
know
the
if I
divers
have
took
life
most of the
insurance.
blame for it. That diver was Billy Crammond. So yeah, Crammond is one of the dive tenders that was helping to secure the diving bell to the chamber as the crew performed their TUP, and he was the one that pulled the clamp before the chamber hatch had fully closed, which is a mistake he paid for with his life. So when the families and the governments and the companies behind it were looking for answers for what happened, it was pretty easy for them to just point the finger at him. The company behind it, by the way, was Comex. They were the ones that were operating the Biford Dolphin, and it was in the jurisdiction of the Norwegian government. It was part of their sea
Neurodivergent
area.
stream,
Most of the
yeah.
blame landed on Crammond, and in fact, so much hate was directed at Crammond that his widow, Ruth Crammond, had to move away from her home in Edinburgh. But of course, it's not that cut and dried. Obviously, the company wanted to wash their hands of the whole thing, and the easiest way to do that was just to
That sucks for the
direct all
wife.
the blame at Crammond, because to take responsibility would cost them a lot of money.
When is Trashy
I'm never
SMP?
gonna financially recover.
We had a Trashy SMP, but we need to do another one. I want to do another Minecraft server. I love Minecraft. I've been itching to play. I want to play Minecraft again. I don't know what I'll do on Minecraft, but I want to play it. I'm itching. I'll probably be a little gremlin and steal your stuff, Haunted. Yeah, I want to play Minecraft again.
From this.
But the reality is the company did make decisions that contributed to this accident. And those decisions were also all about the money. Because it turns out that this kind of accident was 100% preventable by a simple interlocking mechanism that keeps the clamp from releasing until the hatch is closed. And this wasn't some like fancy newfangled technology. In fact,
Womp womp.
regulations had been passed in 1982 that made
I will
these
scratch it,
mandatory
Andy.
on saturation dive rigs. But it only applied to new construction projects. The Biford Dolphin was kind of grandfathered in. So they didn't have to install it, but they could have.
It
And they
does
chose
sound
not to.
fun.
At the same time, they were pushing these divers on longer and longer shifts. Industry
It really
standard
was
about
the
8-hour
like
shifts, but
company's fault because they could have installed it, but they chose not to. So it really wasn't the blame of the fucking employee and his family.
Comex actually lobbied the Norwegian government to allow for longer shifts. This means the divers were working for as long as 14 to 18 hours at a time. So, I mean, of course they were exhausted and out of their minds at 4 a.m. in a roiling sea. It's almost like working people way past when it's safe is unsafe. But perhaps the real victims of all of this were the families of the 6 men involved. The Norwegian government did pay some compensation to the families of Bergersen and Helvik because they were Norwegian citizens. Saunders was granted a disability benefits through the UK, though I'm sure it didn't come close to replacing his income. It was the Coward Lucas and Crammond families that suffered the most. They were denied compensation from the company and the Norwegian government until 2009, when the North Sea Divers Alliance brought a lawsuit over the accident. That means their widows raised their children alone for 25 years on just a fraction of what they were expecting to live on. They finally did settle that 2009 lawsuit for an undisclosed amount. The money won't bring back what they lost, obviously, but at least the organizations involved finally took some responsibility. And yeah, Ruth Crammond was able to finally move back to Edinburgh with some measure of vindication. And thankfully, regulations are much tighter in the diving industry today, partly because of the Biford Dolphin incident. I guess if there's an upside to horrifying accidents, it's that they can actually lead to actual positive change because we're all just so horrified by it. The North Sea is now considered one of the safest places for divers, but no place is completely safe. Like even with modern technology.
Yeah, it is really sad that something horrific has to happen before companies actually start like taking care of their workers. It fucking sucks.
Deaths of commercial deep sea divers are still reported every year. One of the most horrifying recent events happened in 2022 when 5 underwater welders were sucked into an oil pipe off the coast of Trinidad. Yeah, the last man that got sucked into the pipe did manage to survive, but he was the only survivor. The deaths of the other men have been blamed on criminal negligence by the fuel company. All of which might make you wonder why somebody would ever sign up to do a job so dangerous, but the answer is pretty simple. Saturation divers are some of the highest paid construction jobs in the world, and
Oh,
rightfully so. Yeah, the British divers who were on the Byford Dolphin
but the children yearn for the mine. The children do yearn for the mines.
were making 2,000 pounds per month. That's the equivalent of 14,000 pounds today, although they use euros now. So, but you want to hear what's really crazy? The number of commercial diving deaths is nowhere near the number of deaths from recreational diving. So 2018 is the last year that we have solid numbers for, and there were 55 recreational diving fatalities in the United States and Canada alone.
That makes sense
189
because tourists are
worldwide.
fucking stupid.
The number of commercial diving fatalities in 2018? 6. At least the commercial divers are getting paid well. The recreational divers died just doing it for free.
Tourists are just fucking stupid, dude.
Most of them were in submerged caves. I will never understand why people go cave diving. Although, to be fair, there are a lot more recreational divers and commercial saturation
So the
divers.
job, I would
Even
not
if
do
it
the
does
job.
pay a lot of money, it's still one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. According to the North Sea Divers Alliance, between 1965 and 1990, there were 350 to 400 working saturation divers in the entire world. Out of that count, 50
Oh my god, this reminds me. There's actually a game that's based on like an oil rig and shit like that called Still Wakes the Deep. I want to play it so bad. It looks so fun. I've seen a little bit of Jacksepticeye, but like when I watch like game videos, if I see something I really want to play, I'll watch a few minutes at the beginning. And if I really want to play it, I'll stop watching it and avoid spoilers. And I really wanted to play it. It looks so good. And apparently they has DLC now.
6 of them died. That's a 1 in 7 ratio. But that's a risk that saturation divers are willing to take.
Found in the morning.
Because the pay is good, sure, yeah, of course, but it's also important, challenging work, and some people love that kind of challenge, you know? It gives them a purpose. It takes a certain type of person to do this. I mean, these guys give off big astronaut energy. Yeah, Ruth Cranman said that she would complain to her husband about how dangerous his job was, and he would just kind of shrug it off and say that crossing the road is dangerous. For the record, he's not wrong. Looking at those 2018 numbers, there were 189 diving deaths and 6,000 people who died crossing the road. It would be kind of ironic if one of those deaths was a saturation diver on his day off. I mean, they're not used to having traffic on the bottom of the ocean. And maybe someday we won't have to put people's lives on the line anymore. I did a video a while back about humanoid robots. Well, there's underwater robots as well. Like, we already have to tether people to the surface for air and communications. Robots could do the same thing and be down there for as long as they need to be. No decompression necessary.
What the
A
fuck
couple
kind
of
of
early steps in
purpose?
that direction
Bro, I'm
include
just in it for the
Blue
pay,
Line from Blue
yeah.
Air Robotics. It's designed to not just
Oh, there
swim
are
through
just
the
some
water, but
people
to
who are
hover
just in it
place,
for the
which is
thrill.
actually kind of difficult, and it's very necessary if you're going to do some work with it. Right now, it's mostly used for scanning the seafloor and not so much for physical labor. For that,
I
you
show
might
a
wanna look
video
at the
footage of the
Aquanaut
Shooter's
from
Crossing.
Nauticus Robotics.
Okay, but
It
that
actually
the
has
Shooter
articulating
Crossing is
arms
fucking
and robotic
horrifying.
claws that can be
Like, how do you do
controlled
it?
remotely or be pre-programmed for a number of tasks. These have a very long way to go before they start taking any sat diving jobs, but they are a step in that direction, for better or for worse. Until that happens, some of the bravest, maybe craziest roughnecks on the planet will continue to do the important work that they do under pressure. I have held off on making that joke this entire video, and those same men will be just a
Oh.
little bit safer because of the Byford Dolphin incident. So I guess if you want to find a silver lining in a story about 4 guys
It's
spontaneously
like Times Square.
exploding,
It's not too much
There
of a
you go.
problem.
of course, there might be
It's
fewer of these jobs going
scary.
around. I just read that OPEC
That's
has
so many
reported that
people.
global oil demand has slowed from 2.11 million barrels a day to 2.03 million barrels a day.
She's just
I
a New
tend to think
Yorker.
that's a good thing because we need to be getting off of oil, but of course somebody else might think that's bad for the economy. And because of that, you know, different
Being
news
chilly.
sources might report that differently. So let's talk about ground news. Ground news, if you haven't heard of it, it is what I honestly think all news should
This is a sponsor. That's a sponsor. I know a sponsor when I hear it. It's what all news should be. Who reads the news? Just a sec. Bum ba bum bum ba da dun 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 dun. And the Soviets drilled the deepest holes in history. Under pressure, take it down a bit. Under pressure. Ah, na, 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 na. Wait, Haunted, weren't you one of my mods? Why aren't you a mod anymore? What happened here? Did I ban you as a joke? I think I did ban you as a joke. Here you go. It probably was the reason. There's a high chance I did ban him as a joke. I was like, why aren't you my mod anymore? What happened? I can't believe I'm in the top 10% of Roblox streamers. I didn't realize I stream Roblox that much. Streamer Bios, he likes it. He enjoys it. Under pressure, walking down the street. Now it's stuck in my head. Sorry, I'm saving these just in case. I don't know if I want to watch them. I did stream exclusively Roblox, but it was kind of just like, I didn't think I streamed it that much. Seconds. L. Womp womp. I do like Roblox, but also Roblox kind of fell off lately. It just hasn't been hitting like it usually had. It's depressing. There's too much slop content. It was always Roblox? Really? But like, compared to every streamer out there, I'm really in the top 10%. But like, it's gotten worse in slop content. Like, in the past, it used to be just like normal. Like, sometimes slop, sometimes not, like 50-50. Now it's like 70-20. Or whatever ratio it is. It seems like a lot to me. It probably isn't a lot, but it's like, ugh.
Between 1978 and 1997, there was a theme park like no other. An infamous experiment that injured thousands, hospitalized hundreds, and killed half a dozen.
The most dangerous theme park of all time. The owner was like, I'm not going to hassle the kids with a bunch of rules. I'm just going to leave
because I'm
safety
old, but
up to
Roblox
them.
doesn't seem
Eugene
entertaining to
Mulvihill's
play.
Action
It's probably
Park
since
was a
you're old.
hugely popular and much loved New Jersey
There's still some good
attraction,
games on
remembered
there,
fondly for its experimental
like,
and thrilling
it's hard to
rides, but
find good
also
games
for
now.
ending in bankruptcy, scandal, and tragedy.
A lot of people got hurt over there. As you can see, it was like extreme sports. They nicknamed it Traction Park.
A slight alteration of its official slogan sums it up quite well. Action Park, where you're the center of the accident. In today's video, we're going to dive into the strange world of America's deadliest amusement park.
Welcome back, Haunted. We were talking shit about you.
On the 26th of May 1978, businessman Eugene Mulvihill stood admiring a creation he hoped would transform his business forever. Gene, as he was known, owned a company called Great American Recreation, which crucially operated a ski
talking about
resort
how
in
much
the Vernon
of a
Valley
little
and
bitch
Great
you are.
Gorge skiing areas of Vernon Township, New Jersey. Gene really wanted to address an inevitable difficulty of running a ski resort business. During the summer off-season, when the snow has long disappeared, your resort turns
How
into
could
little
you?
more than
Now
a
I shall
regular
cry while I
grass
play
hill, and as
Minecraft.
the snow
Yeah,
goes,
blah,
so does a
blah.
significant majority of your business. Ski resorts had for some time been experimenting with opening some
I was getting
attractions
gangbanged by
to make the
zombies.
land
Kinda
bring
hot.
in
Takes
revenue
one to know
during this
one. What do you mean by
off-season,
that?
and Gene wanted to do the same. Following the example of other resorts, in 1976 he installed a 2,700-foot alpine slide down one of the steeper trails, and by 1978 added 2 water slides and a go-kart track. The result was a collection of attractions that became known as Vernon Valley Summer Park, which would open that May. This made it one of the first water parks in America, and over the following 2 decades would grow to 75 separate rides under its rebranded
I would love to go
name,
to a water
Action
park
Park.
eventually.
But as well as its massive
I haven't
size,
been one since I
Action
was,
Park
like,
was
a
unique
kid, I
in one
think.
very particular way. As his son Andy Mulvihill put it, Gene didn't want to do the same old shit, where you just get strapped into something or it twirls around. He wanted to take the idea of skiing, which is exhilarating because you control the action, and transfer it into an amusement park. There's inherent risk in that, but that's what made it fun. This simple philosophy
I
of
think I've
putting
seen
the
this
guest
video
in
before,
control
really?
made the park
Probably.
hugely
It's-
successful,
it has
but
a lot
would
of views.
also
It's
become its
baffling.
biggest controversy.
What would you want to do? It's
Action
very
Park's
stinky.
first ride was coincidentally one of its all-time most dangerous. The 2,700-foot sledding track was constructed out of a mixture of concrete, fiberglass and asbestos. Patrons would slide down the winding track on a small sled using only a handbrake to slow their descent. Injuries were atrociously frequent as patrons were sent down without much prior warning of the high likelihood their sled could jump the tracks on tight corners if they failed to apply the required amount of braking or lean to distribute their weight properly. Owing to poor maintenance
would
practices,
cry.
the sled's braking system would really only offer
It's a
2
perfect match. What do you
settings,
mean by that?
extremely
It's
slow,
cramped
and a
and full of
speed
screaming
described by a
children, but,
former
like, it would be
employee
so
as
fun.
death awaits. The result was
You know what I
patrons
want to go to? So there's like this onsen in Japan that has like, it's like an onsen resort where it has like a lot of special onsens. How many times can I say onsen? Why not? I would swim. We always swim in piss. Every pool has piss in it. That's just guaranteed. But like, I haven't been to a water park in so long. I would love to go to one again. But they have like special shit where you can bathe in like green tea baths, red wine, sake. I think they even had a ramen bath. But there's like a lot of cool stuff you could bathe in. And I want to go to one. I want to go to an onsen in general.
usually wearing only bathing suits and most definitely without any helmets or protection, would regularly be thrown off their sled, suffering severe abrasions and broken limbs. Between 1984 and 1985, the slide alone was responsible for 14 fractures and 26 head injuries. In fact, it's reported that
This
at
tea
the
and
end
wine
of a
one
busy
you brought
day,
up in the VTuber
staff
guy
would
stream.
find
Yeah, I
certain
did.
sections of the slide coated in a reddish
I really want to go.
Staff kept a magic potion of 70% alcohol and 10% iodine on hand to spray down severely carpet patrons. An employee was ejected at such a high velocity that the resulting injury gouged the back of his legs and butt so badly that he needed 200 stitches. And finally, just to add insult to injury, because the
That's
Alpine
horrifying.
slide travelled directly under the park's former ski lift, those riding would routinely get
I like how
spat
I
or
love going
urinated
to like
on
water
from
parks
above.
and
The slide was
pools.
located at the Alpine Centre,
like, the
one of the three
beach,
main
but I
sections
can't
of
swim.
Action Park. The other
I never
two
learned
being
how to swim.
Motorworld and Waterworld, which housed the vast majority of the park's rides. The nearby skateboard park was closed after only a single season due to inadequate build quality. The skating bowls were separated from each other by pavement, which
I'm
in many
interested as
cases
well.
did not match
Yeah.
the height of the bowl edge, meaning boards would get stuck on the lip.
know-
A former
you what?
employee
You don't
commented it
know?
was responsible
What?
for so
What do you
many
mean?
injuries that we covered it up with dirt and pretended it never happened. And in fact, some of the rides were so dangerous they never
I
even
never learned how
managed
to
to open
stream.
to the public at
I
all.
never learned how to
The Bailey
swim.
ball was such an attraction. Essentially a large steel sphere with industrial roller wheels bolted all around the outside, creating what can only be described as a replica
Yeah, I
World
never
War
learned
II
how to
era
swim.
anti-submarine mine. The idea was a human rider would be secured inside and rolled downhill on
Not
a
really,
PVC
it's
pipe
hard.
track. However, when the state inspector arrived to see the ball
So
in
you kind of-
action, the summer heat
I
had
see what you did
expanded
there.
the piping, causing the ball,
I
with
see.
a man inside it, to fly off the tracks, rolling down the steep slope uncontrolled and traveling straight through the parking lot across Route 94 and finally coming to rest in a swamp. It's said that the inspector watched silently as the ball came to a rest before promptly leaving without saying a word. Management abandoned this masterpiece. After the first season, in 1978, Gene sought to expand his park, believing the best way to do this
Holy
was,
crap.
quote, by legalizing drunk driving, in a collection of attractions known
I want to legalize drunk driving. That is a great business practice. It does require some muscle. You're very, not... You're losing... You're gonna get banned again. I understand why you got unmodded. I understand now. I remember. I'm gonna ban you. You're not safe.
as Motor World. The first ride of note here was the Grand Prix track, featuring 3/4 size Formula One races.
Yeah,
that could
you're a
travel
guy
at
that's
over
making fun of
50
me.
miles per hour. If that wasn't concerning enough, the park operated an alcohol drinks bar only a few meters away. Patrons would ride these races drunk and often underage using a driver's license. One employee actually drove into the park in the middle of the night, stole a load of race and disabled the inbuilt speed limiter before taking it for a joyride down Route 94. Police reportedly pursued the employee at over 90 miles per hour for several miles before he was apprehended. Similar to
You
the
have to take
Lola
shifts?
races were the
Yeah.
super go-karts. Drivers were not
My
required
mods
to present
take
a license
shifts.
here,
They
which would
must
not be so
fight for
concerning
me.
were it not for the fact that the inbuilt speed limiter could be disabled by wedging in a tennis ball, enabling patrons to fly around at speeds reaching 50 miles an hour. A particularly unique injury that would occur here is that because the carts ran on petrol engines, the fume inhalations would regularly make patrons sick, and sometimes the gas caps would fly off the carts as people drove along, splashing out the liquid fuel and hitting drivers further behind in a kind of Mario Kart style attack. The super speedboats suffered a very similar issue. A tamer
That's so funny. Anus likes not being in my stream. He's low key. He doesn't say it, but he likes not having to be in my stream and not dealing with me. Say, I'm tired of this bitch.
attraction nearby called bumper boats took the idea of hitting cars into each other and then put that on water. The problem was not with the bumper boats ride itself, more that patrons would treat the faster super speed boats as bumper boats, smashing the flimsy boats into each other at excessive speeds. Anyone too tall would have to dangle their legs over the side, and you can imagine just how regularly this caused lower extremity fractures. The engine fumes also
This
coated
is
the
so
lake water in a
stupid.
kind of
Okay,
oily
that's
sheen,
just that's just an issue on the patrons, because, like, why are you bumping those and not the bumper boats? You've talked about who's #1 Hispanic? Bro. Ain't no fucking way. Yes, this is Action Park. Dude. You guys are
and
ranking
irritating
yourselves.
guests unlucky enough to fall into the water after a high-speed collision. Petrol-induced delirium was the reward for anyone who managed to stay inside the boat. And finally, another noteworthy attraction for Motor World was one of the park's most popular attractions called Battle Action Tanks, featuring little mobile tanks that
Okay,
fired
this looks
tennis
fucking
balls from a
fun
cannon.
as
If you
much.
shot another tank's hit point, it would temporarily disable movement, and static
I would
cannons
love this
placed
as a
on the
kid.
arena's perimeter also allowed guests standing outside to fire in. This particular attraction was one of the staff's least favorite to guard because of the high likelihood
Does he not
of
wanna
getting
be
pelted with
#1
tennis
Latino?
balls that would fire at over 90 miles an hour while trying to
Does he hate being the best Latino?
perform maintenance in the area. But finally, the most loved and most infamous section of rides were gathered into an area known as Waterworld. Undoubtedly the most
wouldn't
dangerous,
understand it?
these were the
I
rides that
guess
would
so.
ultimately lead to the tragic downfall of Action Park. Probably the single most recognizable of all these.
Who thought that was a good idea? Low-key, okay, whenever I look at, like, Action Park and shit like that, I low-key think the guy in charge just wanted to see how many death traps he could get away with. Like, how many people can I kill legally before it becomes illegal? How many deaths can I get away with? How many? How many can get injured before the police start getting involved? He was just testing it. He was testing if he could become Jigsaw. Like, it's fucking insane. Can I kill before it becomes illegal? That is a quote. How many people can I kill before it becomes illegal? Because, like, you can have accidental deaths, but then it starts to become a pattern. Smart man, if you ask me. I mean, if you went down that ride willingly, you're kinda asking for it. Let's be for real. Like, survival of the fittest, man. Do you really think that's safe? Like, you're just asking to die. Definitely died on that. Yeah. Or at least got really fucking injured. Probably paralyzed.
Rides was the Cannonball Loop, a fully enclosed water slide with a unique, completely vertical loop at the end. You tend not to see these at water parks for the perhaps unsurprising reason that shooting people out of a vertical loop is not necessarily conducive to their survival. The ride itself was built kind of by the eyeball, using some nearby car factory workers who had recently been made redundant as labour.
I'm so glad I didn't grow up around this time. Society was still trying to get things right. Yeah. Society is still trying to get some things right. Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, you really think that's safe? Are you fucking stupid? Do you have any survival instincts? Notice self don't go to water park or stage because of her survival in the fittest and die first. That would be me. I would be like, survival of the fittest fucking dies.
When the first test dummies went down, it was reported that one came back missing its head. To convince real
one of the test dummies lost his head, but I think it's safe for humans. I think that's safe. Send the child on it. Alright, Tommy, let's go!
humans to go down, the park offered
Gary! Thank you for the raid! Thank you for the follow, Olaf. Oh, you already did a shout out? Can you do the normal Twitch shout out? Which is like, I'll do it. You're playing unpacking? How was unpacking? I played unpacking. It's really fun. But how was it? How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. We are just hanging out because I didn't know what to do for my affiliate anniversary, so we're like watching videos. We watched the bifold dolphin instrument, the bifor river, and now we're watching Action Park. Basically, the worst. We watched the worst workplace accident, and now we're watching the deadliest water park. Happy affiliate anniversary! Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're watching basically how many people can they get away with killing before it becomes illegal. I love the minds of millionaires because, like, you really thought this was a good idea? I'm surprised no one, like, you know, got him committed or at least were like, should we check this guy out? Are you sure he's okay? Are we sure we shouldn't, like, you know, call someone? Yeah, it's actually literally, it's the loop-to-loop right there. It's right there. Like, literally, anyone with the right mind? Like, who is going on? Like, who in their their right mind looked at this and was like, yeah, we should send, like, children down that. Honestly, if someone went down that, that's on them, because, like, survival of the fittest. You're kind of asked to die there. Like, you looked at it, was like, yeah, that's safe. I think it's a good idea. I think it looks like that. Reddit map, yeah. Like, literally all the shit at, like, Action Park is so funny, because, like, the guy who was in charge really was making a shit ton of death tracks. Like, he was trying to see how many death traps he could make before the police got involved. Or, like, he got sued. Like, because it's so funny, is like, he had one that, like, the guy was in this fucking ball. Like, literally, let's go over here. I don't know where it is, exactly. Oh, this.
As a replica World War II era anti-submarine mine. The idea was
He
a
was-
human rider would be
was he
secured
actually the
inside and
inspiration
rolled
for
down
Saul?
on a PVC pipe track. However, when the state inspector arrived to see the ball in action, the summer heat had expanded the piping, causing the ball, with a man inside it, to fly off the tracks, rolling down the steep slope uncontrolled and travelling straight through the parking lot across Route 94 and finally coming to rest in a swamp. It's said that the inspector watched silently as the ball came to a rest before promptly leaving without saying a word. Management abandoned this.
Like, that's fucking insane. Just looking at it. It's like... It's like, hello? You want to put humans inside that? There's also other shit that's like... Also, the Alpine slide here. This is fucking... the death ball. The tiny tanks are kind of cute, though. I would love to be in the... I would love the tiny tanks. Like, this is kind of cute. I would love that as a kid.
Offered
Step
employees
inside the death
$100,
ball.
and eventually Eugene's son Andy was the first person to do so, but in full hockey protective gear. This ride suffered from an inevitable problem of physics. If a human body was either too light or too heavy, they often wouldn't have the right momentum to safely clear the loop and would get stuck at the top, crashing down on either side. Nosebleeds and facial and back injuries were extremely common, so much so that the ride was only open for a single month before the state's advisory board forced it shut, considering it too dangerous.
Oh, he's awesome. And they take ball into a whole new level. It's just terrifying to look at. Like, it's just a death trap. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. It's fucking insane, dude.
Some early riders were even coming back with lacerations
Ever been to
to
a
their
maid
bodies,
cafe? No,
and when
I
the ride
haven't.
was closed to determine what caused this, teeth that had been knocked out of previous riders' mouths were now lodged in the foam-lined interior walls, slicing open the next riders as they passed through. But the cannonball loop
That's a horrifying imagery. Like, your teeth sliced open someone else.
was by far from the only crazy installation. The Tarzan swing was a steel arch suspended from a cable over a spring-fed natural pool. Patrons waited in long lines for the chance to swing out and jump off into the water
should
below.
go, though the
Because
food
this
is
spring
bad,
was fed
is it
by
really?
mountain water, the temperature rarely exceeded 50 degrees, a fact most only came to appreciate as their bodies immediately went into hypothermic shock upon entering the water, where they would need immediate rescue after being unable to pull themselves back out. Another danger was if you held on for too long, you risked crashing into the concrete platform at the far side of the pool, something that broke many ankles and toes, but that's just a skill
That's
issue,
just
really.
dangerous.
In fact, unsuspected danger was a prevalent theme of Waterworld. At the Aquascoot, patrons would skim across a shallow pool of water only slightly deeper than a puddle in places.
Japanese Hooters, that's crazy. Yeah, I guess so. I want to go to a maid cafe one day.
Using a plastic sled in
Yo, you know where I want to go? I want to go to the Yaoi Cafe. I want to make Japanese men kiss each other. Like, come on now. I want to Fujoshi out.
Same manner as skipping a stone over a lake. However, if you lean too far forward or back, the edge of the sled would bite
Oh,
into
one
the
near me
water,
has
catapulting
Goffman.
the
I want
rider's head
Exquisite.
directly
Oh,
forward into the
shit.
shallow puddle, resulting in serious injuries.
He can
Even
handle
if
that
you
trip.
avoided this,
He would love that. He'd probably love it more than me, to be honest. He would be fucking screaming and excited, like, let's fucking go! Like, he would be screaming. I know that man. Why don't you want to go to the Yaoi Cafe? The Yaoi Cafe seems so fun, dude. Come on now. Well, I don't think you get to kiss the dudes, even if you are a man. But he'd fucking enjoy watching it. It's real life yaoi. Come on now.
often the attendant would have already let the next rider down, slamming straight into the back of you. The collection of raft-based artificial whitewater rides were
I want to
also
go to the Muscle Girl
notoriously
Cafe
dangerous.
too.
Roaring Rapids
Honestly,
was built
I
look
just wanted
like
to
a
go to
natural
all of
river,
like the
complete
themed
with
cafes
jagged
in
rocks
Japan.
and sharp
It
overhangs
seems so
that
fun.
fractured femurs, collarbones, and dislocated knees and shoulders. One of the courses featured a toilet bowl which flushed riders down into a dark tunnel. A tunnel lined with foam padding
Yaoi
that
dungeon?
would often tear away from the walls,
Of course
narrowing
you'd go to the
hole
Muscle
and causing
Cafe.
human riders to clog the toilet. Attendants would then have to quickly turn off the water supply to stop those congested patrons from drowning.
Imagine you're one of the clogged toilet people. They know people want to go. Yeah. Yeah. They got clogged in the giant toilet. That means they're poop people. They're poop people!
Surf Hill was another infamous attraction. Patrons would slide down a wet sloped surface on foam mats at high speed, landing in a very shallow puddle. The barriers between lanes were minimal and people frequently collided with each other on the way down or at the end. The seventh lane was known as the backbreaker due to a special bump midway intended to allow jumps and splashdowns into a larger puddle. It also had a reputation for causing serious injury, but both employees and spectators much loved this ride for one very particular quirk. You see, Surf Hill was especially good at separating women from their bikini tops. Women would stand up at the end of the surf and, disorientated from hitting the plastic ridges at high speeds, wouldn't realize that they had emerged significantly less covered than they began the ride. A nearby snack bar was installed specifically to take advantage of this.
Wow. I don't even have a comment for that. Like, that's awful. That's awful, man. Like, I feel bad for that. Like, not only you're probably injured, but now you're topless. That's gotta be fucking humiliating. Like, that's a lawsuit in of itself. Except for the past, probably wouldn't take it as seriously. I feel bad for the girls there. That's sad.
View. However, a single ride stood out from all the others. A ride so deadly it quickly became known by employees as the Grave Pool. The tidal wave pool opened at the start of Action Park's 1981 season. The pool was 100 feet wide and 250 feet long and could hold 500 to 1,000 people at
Had a
once.
dry
This was a
vertical
seriously
slide?
large and deep wave pool. The waves
What
were
do you mean by
generated
that?
by underwater
What's a dry
machines.
vertical slide? Country road. Yeah, country road. You fall like 20. Oh, shit.
for 20 minutes at a time with 10-minute breaks and could reach a whopping 1 meter high. The comparative calm of the water in break periods contrasted with the severity of those waves in a relatively deep pool that got deeper towards the machine end, meant that patrons would often get sucked much deeper into the pool than
Are you
they
singing
intended,
the whole song?
only realizing their mistake when they were in over their depth with nowhere to stand up. Because of the unrestricted entry, the water would often be covered in a dense packed layer of floating rings, which would keep people trapped underwater if they got swept down. The dangerous conditions would often cause people to crowd at the relatively few ladders to escape. 12 lifeguards were on duty permanently, and on high traffic weekends, as many as 30 people would need to be rescued from drowning. For comparison, a regular pool lifeguard will usually make 0 or a single rescue per year. In fact, when a consultant lifeguard arrived to make recommendations to improve safety, he was so overwhelmed by the severity of the conditions, he simply disappeared and never returned. And out of the hundreds of near drownings, on 3 separate occasions, the wave pool would prove to be fatal. In July of 1982,
wave pools
a
are fucking
15-year-old
terrifying
boy named
in
George
general.
Lopez would drown. 2 years later, 20-year-old Donald DePass, and finally in July 1987,
Is Mexico gay? Sometimes.
18-year-old Gregory Grandchamps. These were not the only deaths at Action Park. The first reported death was in 1980 when 19-year-old George Larson Jr. was riding the
Is it
Alpine
gay to
slide
be
after
Mexico?
hours.
Yes.
His cart jumped the tracks, and when ejected, George's head struck a rock. He died from his injuries 8 days later in hospital. Then on the 1st of August 1982, only 2 days after the drowning of George Lopez, 27-year-old
George Lopez
Jeffrey
died?
Nathan was riding in an attraction we actually haven't covered yet, called the Kayak Experience, which, despite sounding and being relatively tame compared to some of the other attractions, featured a hidden deadly secret lurking under the
I got you. I'm gonna ask Kai. I know a Mexican. Kaidos. Is Mexico gay? I've messaged Kaidos VT. Hey, Taunted, can we get a shout out for Kaidos? Yeah, what did you say, Kenji? I need... Is that it? Let me see. I got it. That should be him. I've never spoken to Kaidos. We're about to see if this actually is him. It'd be funny if it's not actually him. And I just typed his name wrong. Fake friend. Let's see, is this you? It is him. I would have not gotten it. I mean, it makes sense, because I remember when we were doing a collab, Witty accidentally rated Kaidos instead of Kaidos VT. It was really funny. I don't know if he'll... He says depends on what part. A lot of Mexico is homophobic, but so maybe not. Alright, we got our confirmation, so half. So half? Anyways.
water. The kayak experience was an artificial whitewater kayak run powered by
We'll also do a
underwater
normal
fans
shout
that
out for
agitated
him.
the water to provide the current. Frequently, kayaks would tip over or get lodged among the concrete rocks, meaning patrons would have to step out of the kayak
I
in
am
order to
not
ride it
asking
again.
if
When
they
Jeff
married
stepped
or
down, his
cousins.
foot touched
I
the
feel
grill,
like he
covering
would
one of
kill
those
me.
electrified fans. A 19 ampere current passed into his body and caused him to go into cardiac arrest. He later died in a nearby hospital. And finally, sometime
I
during
feel like he would kill me if
1984,
I
a man
asked him
died
that.
after suffering cardiac arrest, allegedly caused by the shock of cold water in the pool beneath the Tarzan swing. The water that day was
Okay.
believed to be around 50 degrees.
His official response is 1/4. Okay, 1/4 gay. Got it. Thank you, Kai Dawson. Oh, that. What do you mean, oh, that?
So at this point, let's go a little deeper into how and why Action Park was so dangerous and how
What do you mean your ex married your cousin? Or her cousin? You dated a cousin fucker? Yeah, you dated a cousin fucker? Before they dated a cousin. You dated a soon-to-be cousin fucker? I told you in North Mexico they marry cousins. I don't think Haunted's Mexican, though. Haunted dated a cousin fucker. Yeah, you definitely did dodge a bullet, to be honest. Yeah, you definitely dodged a bullet there.
managed to continue running for so long. Firstly, many of the staff attendants were
Technically, okay, if you think about it, if you kept dating her, she would have been on the right track. So you could have saved her. You could have fixed her. Let's think about that. Hold on, let's think about that. You could have stopped it. If you just locked the fuck in. Okay. Okay now. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to come back. Because I want you to hear this. True, 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 true. But we gotta think about it. If he just locked the fuck in, he could have fixed her. And she would have never dated her cousin. Like, let's think about that. Haunted could have fixed her. He could have stopped incest. Literally, he could have fixed her. If he just locked the fuck in and committed. Lock in. Stop incest. You could do it. Stop them from making the worst choice possible. Haunted, come back. Haunted. When are your ads over? Haunted. Got 54 seconds till the ad break's over. I'm waiting. I need this man to come back so I can give him this speech. And how he fucked up. He fucked up big time. He could have saved a poor soul. But now she's on the path of darkness. He could have saved her. Haunted. 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 The dog wants your attention. The dog wants your attention. The dog. The dog wants your attention. I was sad she moved on, but I was weirded out because, like, it was her cousin. Okay, oops. Don't know why I said it twice. Okay. Okay, Haunted. If you had locked the fuck in, you could have stopped that timeline from happening. You could have fixed her. Like, if you locked the fuck in, you could have prevented incest from happening. Think about that. You fucked up. It happened because you didn't lock in. You didn't take the I can fix her mindset. Bro, she was a wreck. Left me on red, then wouldn't talk to me IRL. But you gotta lock in. You can fix her. Okay, she goes to you, okay. But lock in! I'm joking, I'm joking.
Teenagers and poorly, if at all, trained. Many were under
You
the
could have
influence
prevented
of
the
alcohol
timeline.
while working, and training was never taken particularly seriously. The former security director, Jim Desai, got the job at age 21. They cared little for enforcing the rules, and considering the attitude of at least quite a few of the patrons, that's not entirely surprising. Sometimes physical altercations occurred between visitors or each other and staff.
Would have
There was
been
often
involved.
physical
Holy
disparity
shit.
in favor of the patrons, and the teenage attendants didn't feel they had the power to discipline adult guests and would struggle to enforce the rules. This was definitely exacerbated by the availability and prevalence of alcohol on site. Beer was sold pretty much everywhere.
Honestly, the combination of alcohol next to swimming is just a fucking accident waiting to happen. Like, you're just waiting someone to drown. What was I gonna say? Love me, love me! Exactly, that's what you do. You go, please! Please! What do you mean by that? What's that?
Everywhere, and the drinking age rules were enforced in a particularly lax manner. The generally short distance between many of these kiosks and the rides involving operating motor vehicles with no safety equipment in a bathing suit really set people up for a rough time. It's fair to say that because Action Park was closer and slightly cheaper than the neighbouring Six Flags Great Adventure Park, many of the patrons were from lower income communities who had less opportunity to learn how to swim, and the fact that the park was advertised heavily to the Spanish and Polish communities nearby, even though that there were no translated instructions, did set the park up for some trouble. There was a fundamental clash between how people viewed Action Park and what it intended itself to be. See, Gene's philosophy was that Action Park existed in a similar way a beach does. If someone swims out at a beach and drowns, it's a tragic accident, but there is more of a perceived onus on the swimmer for going out and making bad decisions and getting beyond.
He really was. I was right. He was actively trying to see who was dumb enough to go on these death traps. That was his motive. It had to have been. Like, how many people can I kill before they catch on? He was trying to see how many people had survival instincts. Holy shit. I have broken the Matrix.
their depth. Dying on a roller coaster, however, does feel somewhat different. You're kind of strapped and there's no skill involved in staying alive on a roller coaster. But it's been suggested that many of the patrons took that roller coaster attitude to Action Park and held not enough regard for their safety in the face of prevalent dangers because they never expected to need a level of control over the danger to stay safe. People just didn't realize that the wave pool was a genuine threat to life if used incorrectly, and the lifeguards regularly had to rescue people who jumped into the deep end without actually being able to swim. And again, turning to how the theme park ran for so many years with such a poor safety record, there are actually multiple interesting contributing factors. Because many of the rides were pioneering at the time, often built out of wild imagination as opposed to stringent engineering and testing, it was difficult for the regulatory authorities to control Action Park's rides. Especially in the early days, if a person
like
survived
Sage
a
if you go
test
in a
run
pool.
and nothing visually was falling apart, that was considered adequately safe. It's probably not a huge leap to also say that a special relationship existed between Action Park and the state, as the park was only ever fined once in its operating history.
There's no love for Haunted. Now we vibe. It's okay. We understand and moderate for Sage, I guess. You love it! Don't you say bad things about it. You know what happens when you talk bad about your job. You know what I'll do to you. 'Cause I love you. So be good.
In fact, there's a humorous anecdote that when the local government complained about the high demand for ambulances generated by Action Park, Gene simply bought the local hospital a new fleet of vehicles. Accident and injury reporting was often not done.
Yeah, you didn't try hard enough. We kid. He really, but the thing is like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, like, we're having so many issues with your issues at, like, Action Park. I'll just buy you some more ambulance. Can I please have food? It's been weeks. Shut the fuck up! Be a good boy.
Done correctly or at all. And in cases where a claimant sought liability for injury, the park's legal attack dog attorney would viciously fight tooth and nail. In fact, it became difficult for victims to hire legal representation from the local lawyers purely because they all knew just how hard Action Park would fight every single claim through to trial. This was quite unusual for a business, but this is where we get to the downfall of Action Park.
No, you're not. No.
Action Park wasn't forced closed, it actually went bankrupt. GAR simply couldn't
Good little
contend
boys don't
with
die
paying
if
for
they do
everyone
their
who
job.
got injured there. As one litigant alleged in the early 1990s, they were difficult for the regulatory authorities to control.
Suck, actually, with
In
that.
fact, it became difficult for victims to hire legal representation from the local lawyers purely because they all knew just how hard Action Park would fight every single claim through to trial. This was quite unusual for a business, but this is where we get to the downfall of Action Park. Action
Also,
Park
this might be
wasn't
the last
forced
video
closed,
because it's
it
now
actually
10. I
went
usually go to
bankrupt.
bed
GAR
at like
simply
around
couldn't
11 to
contend
12.
with
Or at
paying
least
for
try to.
everyone who got injured there. As one litigant alleged in the early 1990s, there were over 2,400
Exactly!
active or past litigants
If you were
who were
good,
seeking compensation
you wouldn't be in the
against
basement.
GAR. It turned out that the
You've
reason
been bad.
Action Park fought so hard to avoid paying was simply because they had no insurance. It's surprisingly expensive to insure for rides that have a tendency to
It's
maim
almost
and
my
kill.
bedtime.
So Gene came up with a pretty ingenious solution. He just set up his own fake insurance company called London and World and insured Action Park for nominal cost. He then did something really crafty and underwrote his fake insurance company with an actual real firm called Dover Insurance, saying to anyone who asked that they would cover any gaps in his own coverage. Dover and nobody else realized that this meant they'd be covering literally any payouts. It was a clever workaround that avoided Gene needing to pay any
Holy
while still
shit!
technically operating with some coverage.
What
Not
the fuck,
surprisingly,
man?
The government were not happy to find this out, but Gene did make the argument. He paid out of his own pocket whenever someone got injured. And
You're
by
just asking
February
for it.
1996,
Holy
the
shit.
constant legal attacks culminated.
People
with
just
the
wanted to die in
creditors
the
who'd
90s,
taken
didn't
on
they?
their $14 million debt, petitioning the company to
Dude, he is so smart. He really just wanted to see how many people would die. He wanted to test it. He wanted to see if, like, people had survival instincts. That's my theory, is he's just a sick and twisted psychopath that wanted to see how many people would be willing to die. And, like, advertise it as a water park. Like, it has to be like that. Because everything he's, like, come up with is, like, no one would normally come up with this. Like, he wanted to see how many people would willingly want to kill themselves for money. Like, he's profiting off of death. It's like, how many of these idiots can I get to die while also getting their money? Like, it's fucking insane.
Force it into bankruptcy. And a year later, in 1997, they announced the cessation of all operations. What followed was, in short, a changing of hands between multiple owners, modifications, closures, to produce a much tamer version of the
comically
original
evil.
Action Park. Many of the ride's most dangerous attractions were either removed completely, buried, or made significantly tamer. The Action Park that ran for 2 decades was no more. A huge reason why Action Park continued for so long was simply because it was loved by a great many people. In fact, the park often made the argument that although a lot of people were injured and, well, killed sometimes, they did
Yes, I
serve
do.
millions and millions of customers every year who had a great experience. Gene's fundamental ethos was to put people in control of their action, and this unique experiment created great memories for a lot of people. The bumps and injuries were often considered a source of pride and proof that you had survived Action Park. But thanks to Woke, children these days pretty much will never get the chance to experience the sheer joy of entering cardiac arrest halfway down an
Did he just say because of woke, children will not be able to experience extreme cardiac arrest? Wokeness killed the danger.
artificial will never you
That's-
had survived Action Park. But thanks to Woke, children these days pretty much will never get the chance to experience the sheer joy of entering cardiac arrest halfway down an artificial water chute composed entirely of rebar concrete and exposed wiring. And I think that's a great shame. Action
That's so
Park
true.
is a unique relic of
Wokeness
a long-gone
broke-
pre-health
Wokeness destroyed the danger of childhood. We need to bring back danger. I want a steel rebar pipe in my belly because I went down a water slide. But the woke took it away.
and safety era of history that could never realistically be replicated today. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive in any further, I'd highly recommend Andy Moore.
Let the kids experience true
which I've
horror.
read as part of my research, and it covers so much more backstory that there's just time to cover here. In any case, make sure to subscribe for more.
The children yearn for Action Park. The children yearn. They yearn. They yearn for possible death and survival of the fittest. They yearn. The children yearn for danger. The children yearn for cardiac arrest. The children yearn for the loop-de-slide. They really... The wokeness took away the loop-de-loop slide. How will we ever go? Haunted... Shut the fuck up, Haunted. Go back. Go back to the closet. And don't come out. Let the kids loop-de-loop. Let them experience... Let them experience high speeds of uncontrollable sleds. Let them experience drinking out of a water hose. We should find someone to raid, dude. Because I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. But it's been fun. You know, I rarely ever do, like, just chatting streams where we just hang out. Well, I just got here? I'm sorry. It's my bedtime. Kaidos, it's my bedtime. Or my quote-unquote bedtime. It's more of, I lay down and hope to God I fall asleep eventually. Okay, go Mimis. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I do want to do more chatting streams, because, like, honestly, this was really good. I didn't think I would do this good for a just chatting stream. Because I rarely do them, because I feel like I'm gonna be, like, horrible and just have so much dead silence. But I guess I'm just in a yappy mood. I haven't taken my medicine regularly. That's probably what's helping. You did not just get here. You're lying, Kai. Or not Kai, Haunted. Also, Kai, what are you on? Did I ban you too? Did everyone just lose their mod? Wait a minute. I don't remember banning you, Kai. I do have a lot of Hispanic mods. Wait. You're right, I do. He's xenophobic. And Burry is a mod too, I believe. And he's Hispanic. Do not say that. I do not. Anus is still mod, right? I'm gonna check that out later. I'll check that out after stream. Oh, he's still mod. I knew the day would come. You're safe at least, Anus. You're safe. I don't know why. I believe I did ban Haunted, but why was Kai unmodded? I think I'm like going schizo. Cover your shift. I got you. Yeah, I hope we do more chatting. I've been like more chatty. I wasn't expecting it. I was kind of feeling like very unmotivated today. Yeah, News, can we go to the Yaoi Cafe? I am not Twitch Trump! No! That's not me. That's not true. I do need to remake the Latino basement. I assumed you were cleaning up your mod, so I didn't say nothing. Well, you're supposed to be mod! You should have said something! I didn't realize! Because both you and Haunted weren't mod! And I didn't realize! But yeah, I want to go to the Yaoi Cafe so we can watch Japanese men make out. I was about to say it's just Japanese kiss. That sounded kind of weird. I want to see the Japanese kiss. Anyways, I need to figure out. We love Japanese kiss. Yes. Sugoi, even. Anyways, let's find someone the raid before I start yapping even more and forgetting my bedtime. What are we doing tomorrow? How come you're only making Hispanics mods? You're right. Why are my mods Hispanic? I used to kid. No! No! There's a trend here. I'm noticing. Only has Hispanic. That is true. I do only. What? All my friends are Hispanic. Why are your Hispanic mods? You can't say that, Brian. No, I'm saying no to what you said before, Dispatch. Also, Dispatch is on Friday and Saturday. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. What is tomorrow? Oh, it's Knowledge or No Lady. We're playing Knowledge and No Lady. Technically, Aoi is in Dispatch, so you're wrong. We gotta find someone to raid before I start keep yapping. I need to stop yapping. I need to stop yapping. Please, please, please. Who is live? But yeah, knowledge is no ladies tomorrow. There's a lot of people live. Wait. Oh, excuse me. That was quite the... I don't even know what that was. Who did I know? We could raid Raxy. She's playing Minecraft. I got an ad immediately. Go, white girl, go. I have been called so many things. Don't you love getting ads? Oh my god, it's Stranger Things. Wait, is Michi alive? No, she is not live. Mega stuffed Oreo go. What do you mean by that? What are you implying? I don't like what's being implied here. Freaks. Absolute freaks. That's what you are. Da-da. What? Who am I rating? Who am I rating? Who am I rating? Oh my god. Focus, 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 focus. I got this. I got this. I got this. Where was Raxy? Wait, Muyo! 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 They just started their stream. Wait, they just... Cause you big white? Oh. They just started their stream. So we raid them. Also, we have a Discord if you want to join. We also, this is my Twitter. And, Cook Unity if you want to support my channel and get some cool pre-made meals. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining. Bye! Can't hear me.